Williams, and today's date is September 3rd, 2012, or October 3rd, sorry. It's October 3rd, Wednesday, 2012, 9:19 a.m. And as you can clearly see, I'm still at my hiking area, which is right here. And as you can see me. I'm being a little goofy this morning. Understand this and be clear. Today's payday, and I woke up about a half hour ago, and I'm going to do my laundry since today's payday, so the laundromat is in the same area that I got to take care of some other business. So, I decided to go through some laundry, which is the reason why I'm not actually dressed yet to get up and leave. And the point I'm trying to make is this. As I was waking up and lighting up my morning cigarette, did I hear through electronic harassment, does she really expect to get paid this morning? Today. So what I'm going to do, okay, is I'm doing it now. I'm making this video file stating these facts. I also made an email file yesterday because I had to do this as a result of direct conversation tactics being used around and towards me, concerning me, along my routes, periodically throughout the month. And I've noticed that when it's happening, that it's always happening when I'm taking batteries out of my tape recorder to replace them with new ones, because I wear a running digital tape recorder on me at all times, which is currently this one right here. And so they're definitely using some observers in reference to making sure that they're skillful about what they say and when they say it. And they're also briefed on what to do and what not to do. Because this tape recorder that is running on me at all times when I'm out in the community is attached to my undergarments right here. Okay? Now, if this digital tape recorder is running and it's not being said on, and the direct conversation tactics about stealing my money out of my bank account is not being said until after I take it out and replace the batteries, that means that they know that it's there. Okay? Because of the simple fact that they're not just taking advantage of once they see me take it out, okay, and take the batteries out, then they say it, but they're not saying it at all when it's not even taken out, which means they already know it's there. Understand this and be clear. We're talking about people that have been briefed by the host, manager, and director of these expeditions in reference to what to do, and what not to do, and when to do it, and when not to do it, okay? And the reason why I state this is because we have members in the community that are duped to harass me, and then we have actual people who are part of the organized gangStalking syndicate, okay? Now, when you get a person to harass a target for one day, or maybe 2 or 3 times a week, who's just a community member, he's only going to know so much information, okay, about a target. He's not going to be skillful in how to fearmonger, okay? But the ones who are doing this in reference to engaging in direct conversation tactics, they'll get around me and they'll have conversations that seem innocent, just normal type of conversations. And within those kind of conversations, one will say Leslie, and then like 30 seconds later, the one that they're talking to will say Williams. They did the same thing in Connecticut. And literally, okay? And then later on in the conversation, they'll say, does she really expect to get paid tomorrow or next week, all depending on when payday falls in reference to the calendar date they're using the direct conversation tactic around me. And I know they're talking about me because they're also inserting other particular personal, private information concerning how I get paid. Descriptive, okay? Now, when you hear over 6 to 7 different statements that are directly tied in with who you are and how you get paid and where you get paid at and who you get paid from, that's no accident. And it always happens when I take out my digital tape recorder to replace the batteries, which means that they're having at least probably 1 or 2 actual syndicated members in my environment at all times concerning what to do and what not to do in reference to making these types of skillful statements that have enough personal information about me in order to state them when my batteries are running low. Now, I'm going to make another statement here. You can go to Google and type in how remote neural monitoring has the capacity to drain batteries. And it's also got the literal capacity, and I've taken electronics many times in college, okay, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. Through RF filtering, which is radio frequency filtering of any electronic device, you can piggyback on the frequency of that device through RF filtering. And as a result of them using the digital electronics on their end, okay, that's piggybacking on the frequency of any device, they can identify the internal functions and controls of any device, because the technology they have is sophisticated, okay? And as a result, they can ascertain how that particular device works and operates, what type of machine language it has, what type of software is running it in reference to programming C or whatever, and go in and either edit, alter, delete any information that's in it, or control the internal functions of that device. And they can also drain the batteries, and I think that's done by probably hooking up at their end something that and piggybacking on the frequency of the piggybacking on the frequency, and then cutting into the circuit board of the device at the power source.